Hello everyone, Space Oyster here, and welcome back to Fire Emblem Three Houses, the Ashen Blue Lion Wolves. In the last part, we explored the monastery in preparation for our mission this month. We're going to reclaim the capital. But yeah, so Dimitri had a change of heart and decided that he's going to reclaim his homeland instead of going directly for the Emperor first.
Despite their victory at the Battle of Gronder, the Kingdom Army turns around and marches for Ferdiad instead of heading south. To hail the arrival of the Kingdom Army, the people of Ferdiad begin to rebel. No move is made to suppress them. Instead, Cornelia directs her borrowed Imperial troops to prevent Dimitri from reaching the Kingdom capital.
So, yeah, that's pretty much the setup. It would be more impactful that Dimitri turned right around and went back to Ferdiad if Garrick-Mach Monastery, or if we didn't return to Garrick-Mach Monastery in the middle of the territories after every chapter.
Ferdiad. It has been a lifetime since I was here last. 5 years ago, in fact. On the day before my execution, when Dedue helped me escape from prison. I killed soldiers from my homeland, stole weapons from their corpses, and made my escape soaked in their blood. To think this is how I would return to the city of my birth after all that has happened.
You have Rodrigue to thank. I'm very proud of you.
I do not deserve that. If not for you or Rodrigue, I would still be lost. I am glad to have you at my side. From the bottom of my heart, I am forever grateful. Let's win this, Professor. Let's all make it out alive and celebrate our victory.
Yeah, let us do that.
Your Highness, the path to the castle has been cleared. We are making preparations to advance. Say the word, and we march.
Let's give the order. It is time!
Yes. Let us begin. Everyone, listen well. This battle is for all that the Empire stole from us. It is a fight to reclaim the days of peace we once enjoyed. I give you but two commands. Stay alive and follow your heart. That is all I ask. The gates to the Kingdom capital are open. Join me. It is time to take back our home!
Woo! We can do it!
I thought I would see you again, little princeling. So stubborn. It must run in your family.
Cornelia, the city is overrun with insurrection. It seems to be in response to our enemy's arrival. If we do nothing, our army may suffer damages. We should suppress the citizens immediately.
The people are rebelling? Let them do as they please. Or are you saying you have enough soldiers to divide our forces? Quite bold of you, with our enemy's most elite soldiers at our doorstep.
But what are you suggesting?
The city is going to be a battlefield anyway. Kill all who oppose us, even if they are members of the general populace. Go on now. You are needed out there.
As you wish. May we find fortune in the battle to come.
What an inconvenience the little princeling has turned out to be. And bringing that troublesome person along with him. It would have been much better if he and his sweet little stepsister had been good little children and just killed each other.
Oh, well, she just seems like a lovely lady. Yeah, and I think the big reason why they have Gremory as a ladies-only class is because they designed it around her. They wanted Cornelia to be a Gremory, and so they designed her outfit and then decided to make that a specific class for her and figured ladies only because I can't figure out a male variant for this outfit. Because with the gender-neutral classes, they don't change the outfit based on whether you're a girl or a boy. Men and women wear the same outfits as when they're brigands, warriors, yada yada yada. So with Gremory, since it's wearing a dress with a fur collar, they just figured, well, we can't do a male version of this outfit, so let's not bother. Or rather, we can't put a man in a dress, so let's not bother. not that I'm a big fan. Yeah, well, I mean, I'm not a big fan of seeing men in drag, or women in drag either, for that matter. It probably would have been problematic if he had women running around as brawlers. War Master, I don't see as much. And Grappler, yeah, Grappler would have been problematic too. But anyway. Oh no, that was a hiccup. I hope it doesn't impact anything. What am I going on about? I forget what I'm going on about.
Is that the one? Thanks a bunch.
Oh, right.
Is that the thanks
Well,
a
I'm not a
bunch.
big fan of, really a big fan of gender lockout classes. One thing I really did enjoy about Fates was that none of the classes were gender locked. You could use them as, anyone could use them, and it was pretty neat. Oh yeah, speaking of neat, this chapter, your forces are divided into 3 separate, sides. You got most of them in the middle here, and your 2 force deployeds, Byleth and Dimitri, they're in the center, and then you got 3 on the left and 3 on the right. Like with most maps, though, I suppose it's easiest to just put people back where they, or get people to meet up and then go for the objectives. Anywhoozin'. This is also an interesting map in that there are 2 enemies that are labeled Kingdom General. Kingdom Generals. So enemies that are labeled as generals are tend to be NPC fill-ins for units or for playable characters that would be there otherwise. But for this map, the 2 Kingdom Generals that you can encounter would have been Felix and Annette.
The preparations are all in place. Time to meet my old master. Ready the Titaness in the streets. Let's give them a welcome to remember.
Oh boy.
Advance! Smash that traitor Cornelia and reclaim the capital! I will not lose. I swear it by the blood in my veins.
Dimitri, your crazy's showing again. But, yeah, so the Kingdom Generals that are on this map are replacing Felix and Annette, but there is no way to get this map without having Felix and
Leave it to
Annette
me.
in your group, or in your
What's
army.
my
So,
strategy? I'm in.
so the only way to really see the Kingdom Generals as their playable counterparts is to hack the game.
Me.
And I believe that is further evidence that there was supposed to be an additional route spit on the Azure Moon that they didn't fully implement. So that way, you know, the characters are there.
Thanks for that.
Yeah, I'm having a tough time Englishing, but we will work it all out. Anyway, yeah, part of the reason why I'm a little frustrated at the moment, completely unrelated to the recording, but it's that on my current Maddening Beagles playthrough, I was having a lot more difficulty with a chapter than I thought I would. So I'm a little frustrated. Yeah, it's a little bit frustrating, so I'm gonna have to come back and do that one that's giving me trouble later.
Ready when you are.
Let's see here. Let's take this snipper out, so that way Constance isn't in any damage.
It is done. Onward.
Alright.
I am prepared.
Let's see. Let's go ahead and get these guys mooking too.
I'd be honored.
Oh wow, Ash is doubling. This, yeah, Maddening. I am being spoiled by hard mode right now, because on Maddening, you would not be able to double the grappler. The grappler would just end you. But let's just go ahead and pull the enemies towards us and wait here with the do. You can't hit Dimitri, silly swordmaster.
Allow me to demonstrate! It won't be in vain.
Alright.
Weak. Pathetic.
And you can't deal damage to Dedu. Oh, right. And he's a War Master now. Yay! I don't know if he was in the last chapter I played, but he is now, and that's what's important.
Too slow.
Yeah. Definitely gonna have to keep in mind showing training and all that fun stuff the next time.
What's this?
Woo!
Wonder there's a bounty on my head.
There's that innate crit from the War Master kicking in.
Another victory.
Alright, let's see. Alright, well, let's watch out for that Pegasus Knight. They're usually pretty deadly. Ooh, that's a bit... well, you know what? Let's just attack from 3 range.
You should run. We came out on top. This time.
Alright, so we got that Armor Knight taken care of. Let's finish off the Grappler, because Ash can double.
I won't falter.
Yeah, so my approach to this map, I wouldn't really recommend it.
I'm getting closer to my goals.
If you're planning on doing this yourself, I'd recommend either going for a very quick clear by warping someone to take out Cornelia as soon as possible, or have everyone meet up either on the left-hand side or the right-hand side and then work your way around the map. Yeah, whichever you prefer. I do believe there are levers you can activate that that will weaken those mechanical doll thingies, because right now they're really strong, so it's best to try and avoid them as much as you can. What am I... Manuela, why is your hit rate horrible?
Equal in battle.
Alright, well, let's punch this guy down.
On to the next battle.
And...
I had to protect my friends.
Good job, Mercedes. Alright, and let's go ahead and equip the Sublime Creator Sword, because I do... Well, actually, that one is weak to sword, so it'll break it, and so it'll automatically break a barrier anyway. But I do believe these things are also immune to magic until they've been... Until you take out the barrier. I think that's the case. And let's... Alright.
My joke of a life drags on.
Alrighty, let's go ahead and move these guys up. We're gonna have to be very careful of the axe guy, or not the axe guy, but the doll thingy-ma-doo-dah. Their weapons, it looks like it's classified as a sword, so Ingrid with the ability...
Effort truly does pay off in the end.
With the ability Swordbreaker, seems like she can, she'll have a higher avoid rate against it. This one is weak to axes, and I do believe they count as armored units too, so this axe of Urkanovne can do some good damage.
Unexpected.
Weren't the Titaness enough for you? Well then, we had better activate the Viscum.
Oh, the Viscum. That reminds me of a hilarious thing I saw. Let's see. So, this one website, it was rating the weapons in Fire Emblem, and it was a pretty horrible...
All this violence.
It was a pretty horrible weapons ranking thing, all things considered, because they were clearly misinformed on the mechanics of the game and all that fun stuff. And one of the weapons they put on the list was to, what's the word?
The results speak
They
for
put the
themselves.
Viscam on that list, thinking it was a sword the player can equip or get, but it's not. The Viscam is like a...
These things are surprisingly tough. Are they being reinforced by magic?
If there is magic in use, we should find the source and eliminate it.
Oh, what am I going on about? Oh, right. So the Viscam is not a sword the player will ever get access to by legitimate means. It's just a turret sort of thing. When you're in range of it, it'll attack you with a magical attack. And I believe it has 3 to 15 range? Oh wait, no, never mind, I was wrong. You can hit these things with magic. Eh. Alright, come on Dimitri, you can do it. You've got a better battalion equipped.
It's our chance to prevail.
And then... Oh, these things have Aegis. Well, that doesn't really matter. We're just focusing on breaking the barrier right now. And Dimitri should be fine in range. Or, yeah, where he is right now. And normally I'd be very nervous about this using this strategy, but I brought Manuela here so she can use the warp staff if I need to. I can just use Manuela to warp Dimitri right to Cornelia and get the kill if these guys end up being too difficult. Alright, let's see here. Oh yeah, here's the Kingdom General. That is a replacement for Annette. There's one of those thingamadoodads to activate. I don't know if it does anything. And this one replaces Felix. Ooh, he's got a brave sword. I love brave swords. Alright.
Good assist.
Good job, Yuri. Let's go ahead and move... Yeah, let's go ahead and move Manuela here so she's not in range of anything. I think the range, or the enemy range she was in, was a... what's the word I'm looking for? I believe it was the one that's broken and can't attack right now, but,
My thanks.
I don't want to risk it. Better safe than sorry.
Stronger, faster.
Yeah, Felix, but, well, there are upper limits that will be definitely enough. Anyway, let's go ahead and just wait with Dedue and take this guy out with Ash. Aw, yeah, baby. One shot.
It's my duty.
And we can back up Dedue, because he can do it. And Happy has Warp too. I should have put Happy with the middle group, because she's got a higher magic stat. And a higher magic stat means better warp range. Alright, the trickiest thing to worry about is that snipper. But I do believe...
Let me help you.
Aw, yeah.
This shall have impact.
Hit it from there, and then we nearly broke all of its barrier. Woo! Oh no, I think I'm still in the snipper range. But Ingrid could kill him, so it's fine.
You took me lightly.
So the thing I've been oh boy, another hiccup. Anyway, the thing I've been noticing about enemy monster ranges is, oh wait, hold on. Attack from right there and get it. But when the enemy is preparing their, enemy monsters are preparing their gambit attack sort of thingamadoodad, if you move out of their range and force them to, use up part of their move to reach you, it negates them using the gambity thingy, and then they'll just charge it for next turn. So that might be a handy thingamadoodad. Yeah, there's the Viscam. Apparently the third best weapon the player can use in the game. You wouldn't believe what they put as number 1. Ugh. Okay, you know what? I'll just tell you anyway. They decided that the number 1 weapon in the game is Restore. Or not Restore, Recover. The upgraded healing spell that has 1 range. I'm completely serious. I don't know who wrote that article, but they knew nothing. Jon Snow. Out. Oh boy. Yeah, this looks like a rough situation we're in here. Not good for Mercedes. She can't quite take it out. She needs to one-shot it, otherwise it's just going to kill her. Maybe Atrocity? Aw, yeah. Aw, yeah. There we go.
It's time.
Well, this should deal some damage. And they have Pavise? I guess it's only when the barrier's up. But that should make it pretty easy to deal with. Okay. Crest of Dominic. I've noticed that's not as useful anymore. It's usually a useful crest, but this late into the game, saving magic uses doesn't really help you out much. Okay, and then we attack this one. And then we just have to hit one more. Oh, that was a typo. Or not a typo, but a misclick. I think misclick's the right word.
I owe you one.
But yeah, they put the Divine Pulse button and the Cycle Through Your Playable Units button on the pretty close to each other, so I have a tough time getting to it. Alright, well, let's just go ahead and heal up to do again with Mercedes, so that way that group has more to do with their own free time. Let's see. One shot! Ah, yeah!
Indestructible.
Quick riposte, or is it reposit? I don't know. I'm not very good with words. Wait, why does it... Meh. Okay, when it does that.
They were sure to perish.
Okay, and then just in case, we'll keep Constance out of range. And... if I get a lucky crit, it could kill him. Maybe. Well, that was lucky. Way to go, Ingrid.
My duty is your death.
Alright, and then, yeah, I think this range here is that Viscom. Yeah, they're really not all that deadly as far as I can tell, but if you have some frailer units, do keep them out of the range.
Still here.
Good job, Ash. Alright, and... yeah, right there should be good, because Ash is only in range of, the Bolting Mage.
Too slow.
They're still going for Dimitri. Hey. Oh, crap baskets. I should have traded away his, should have traded away Dimitri's lance. That way he'd have his Fist of Void plus 20 in effect. Okay. Ow! How dare you throw meteors at Dedu? He's so hot! Wow, these things seem to always trigger Pavise. That is very strange. Okay. But now we're in a very difficult situation. We'll definitely want to try and kill the one on the left, who still has 3 full health bars. Oh wow, Monroe cannot do any damage. I don't know what happens if you use a,
You can count on us.
let's see, yeah. I don't know what happens if you use a Gambit that doesn't deal any damage. Like, I don't know if it'll still break barriers or not. I don't want to risk it. I'll have to experiment on some other time. One other handy experiment I actually did do was with relics. If you have a character with no crest, double up on the relics they use. Like, for example, if you have them wield something like Lewin or the Lance of Ruin, while holding a or while equipped with a support relic such as the Aegis Shield or the Thyrsus Staff, then the character will take double the damage that they normally would from using a relic. So normally they would take about, let's see, what was I going on? Oh, right. Normally they don't take 10 damage from entering combat with a relic, but if they have 2 of them, then they take 20. Neat, huh? Alright, well, let's Sword of the Creator this guy. I think I should Sword of the Creator. Yay, lucky crit. I believe that's the name of a channel, too.
This experience is critical.
Yay! Sword crit plus 10. Getting an S rank with a weapon is really neat, but the one you really want to go for is S+. That's the very last rank you can get. And at S+ rank, you get, Weapon Fair is the right word to put it. So it would allow me to deal, I think it's plus 5 damage when equipped with swords if I have that, thingamadoodad, if I have that skill mastered. Aw, yeah. But that weapons guide was very weird. It, let's see. What was the right word for it? Oh yeah, it was constantly trying to talk about the importance of weapon durability, but that is a very strange thing to focus on in a game where you can repair weapons for very minimal cost. Like, sometimes it's tough to get the materials to repair them, but that's usually weapons that usually need very rare materials are usually the exception, not the rule.
More proof of my loyalty.
Aw, yeah. Way to go, Dedu.
I wield this power for His Highness.
I can always count on you.
Yeah. Yeah, you can, Ash. Okay, and then Although, you probably shouldn't flirt with the king's boyfriend! Let's see here. Yeah, my throat hurts. Okay, let's see if we can get this group. I'm just gonna call them the Ingrid group, because Ingrid's leading the charge. Let's see if Ingrid's group can take out the Felix general. Oh, right. And then I keep forgetting. One playthrough that I probably should have done, although someone else did it, so I should probably plug their channel instead.
Foolish.
I believe the name of the channel now is Fargast, but what he did was he played through he played through the Silver Snow route using nothing but Byleth and the Ashen Wolves units. I think he played it just on hard mode, because hunting by daybreak would be very difficult to do with untrained Beagle students. But if you're on hard mode, then it's probably manageable. Ow! Now you got hit, Yuri. How could you get hit? And then you missed once. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Okay, yeah, this is a very tricky situation, because now we need to kill the one on the right twice, and the one on the left one more time. Ugh. Alright, well, let's take out this Dark Bishop first with Punchers. Why did I give them Death?
Sounds like a brawl.
Ugh, it's like... Death is a magic spell that has increased crit rate, for those of you who don't know. And that increased crit rate can be quite deadly. Well, yeah, pretty much any crit that lands is almost a guaranteed kill, so you don't want to get crit. But they gave these mages a 3-range spell with increased crit rate. And they're thinking, oh, I love it. I love it when Pegasus Knights get a counterattack critical hit, because that's the only time they do that thing where they spin around and hit them 3 times. I love it! Love it, love it, love it. Okay. Can Constance reach that other sword master? Because if she can, I can get the brave sword too. No, don't ward him! No! Oh well, I did get a Wodow, so that's nice, I guess. Okay, so... yeah, we can't punch it dead, so we're gonna have to continue to use, however you pronounce that. Arid Bar? I think it's pronounced Arid Bar. And then we're gonna need to hit it again. Let's see here. Well, the tricky part with this is that I need to kill both of them. Again. And I just don't have very good damage dealers outside of Dimitri. Mercedes can deal quite a bit of damage, but she's very, very frail. Alright, well, let's see. Can I get Dimitri? Oop. Yes, I can. You know what?
All in.
You know what? Why not? We could fight these mechanical monsters, or we could use the Warp Staff. So let us use the Warp Staff. Why are you taking so long to do something with Yuri? It doesn't matter where he sits. We're going to use the Warp Staff. Alright. And then... Oh, right, these guys.
I need to slow down.
Oh, you're fine, Ash. It's just a flesh wound.
That should stop the supply of magic. Now we should be able to land attacks on those things.
These strange devices and weapons. They are the Empire's? Unbelievable.
No, I could believe it, but they're not actually the Empires. Those belong to an entirely different group that remains completely unnamed in Azure Moon. And it's a good thing, too, because, their Azure Moon, or rather, the name of that group is hilariously stupid. Well, that is very interesting. These things are much more manageable now. Maybe I don't need to use the warp staff. You know what? Let's just use the warp staff. I am tired of this map. I think I'm getting as frustrated with this one as I was with the other one. So we're going to use the warp staff. And naturally, Happy learns Death Theta as well. I don't know why they put Greek alphabet letters on the end of the
We came out on top.
dark magic spells, but it's a bit annoying to be perfectly honest. I think past Spaced Oyster got a little bit distracted here. Oh wait, no, never mind, we're good. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, the group on the left all moved, so that's not an option. Annette gets one shot, so unless she can take it out in one hit, she's not doing anything to these guys. Ah, but Mercedes can take one down, or almost. Well, if she uses Bolganone, she can. But do I want to use Bolganone? Well, actually, if I weaken this one with Boila... There we go. I can one-shot it with Annette. Wait, why am I using Mercedes? Mercedes can just kill one. I had a way to take these things out, and I didn't even go through with it. No wonder why I'm struggling with...
Not done.
No wonder why I'm struggling with maddening. I am horrible at Fire Emblem. But yeah, recover. Best weapon in the game. Look at how much damage it deals. Clearly, it is best waifu. Alright, and then... I think we're gonna have to use Atrocity. Yeah, but it's a one-shot.
My, it's been a long time, hasn't it, Your Highness? You've grown awfully strong.
Oh, shameless. I bet it was you who killed my uncle and set me up. Am I right?
Too true. I'd already forgotten about all that loveliness.
I'll kill you, you monster. You will pay for all that you have done.
So this is as far as I could get.
Holy damn, those udders are as big as Cowmillas. Or should I say Cowmillas? Jeez.
With this strength, I can protect them all.
Yay!
Maybe I'm not a total waste.
Yeah, you're still very slow, Gilbert.
Well, so be it. Still, I'll give you a little gift.
It's over, Cornelia. If you have any last words, now is the time.
Right you are. Very well. I have an old tale that I would like you to hear, if I may. About something that happened 10 years ago. Something Patricia said about how she wished to see her real daughter again, no matter who or what she had to sacrifice to do so. And about how I made her wish come true, at the cost of the king's head.
The king's head? You mean Dusker? You monster! You mean to say that my father, everyone, was killed by my stepmother?
That's right. Her family meant everything to her. You certainly know that feeling, do you not? Oh, poor little prince. Unloved by the only mother he ever knew. How pitiful.
How dare you!
There's nothing left for you now. Nothing but despair. ...
Yay, we did it! Yeah, if the chapter objective is just to kill the boss, if you could use the warp staff, always remember to ask yourself, or I could use the warp staff, it's the golden rule, or question, or whatever.
Try as that woman might to spout nonsense to her very last, nothing could change the fact that she was an enemy of the kingdom. She sold out Fargus to the Empire, forcing our people to suffer their tyranny. But all that ends today. No more blood will be needlessly spilled. Now that Cornelia has fallen, we will exert pressure on the nobles who were aligned with her. Perhaps we may yet find a connection to the tragic incident in Dusker. Once we do that, we will finally be able to prove the innocence of its people.
Your Highness. I am certain that would make those of Dusker who lost their lives that day very happy. I am grateful, and I am proud to serve a man such as you.
Come, Your Highness. You still have some responsibilities that must be carried out. Your people have been patiently awaiting your return.
Do you mean... No. I can't bear to face them after all that I...
We're going. You must face them.
Professor. Right you are, as ever. I am their king, after all. What is this?
As you can see, the people are rejoicing at the return of their king.
Even though I turned my back on them and fled the kingdom in disgrace.
Even so, the spectacle before you does not lie. We are a kingdom in need of a king, a hero to save the people from their long oppression. Your Highness, it is truly a blessing that you have returned.
Do I really have the right to stand here? Will they accept me as their king? Bloodstained as I am I fit to be king?
If you atone, all will be forgiven. Or don't cry. Yeah, this is happy time.
Happy tears, my friend. I am finally home again. Fargus, how I missed you. It may be spring, but the nights are quite chilly here in Ferdiad. Still, our celebratory feast shows no sign of stopping. Have you grown weary of the festivities?
Yeah, I was gonna ask you the same.
If memory serves, you were much the same at the ball all those years ago. I have just returned from visiting the graves of my loved ones. It had been a long while since I left Flowers. I was always terribly afraid of going near there, but I could not stay away forever. You have taught me something important, Professor.
Humor? Studiousness? No, it was humor.
You never let up, do you? No, what I am referring to is far more valuable. How should I put this? Perhaps it is most accurate to say that you taught me how to live. If you and I had not reunited on that fateful day, I am certain I would have died a fruitless death on the battlefield. I would have foolishly challenged a horde of foes, and in doing so, needlessly sacrificed the lives of my friends and myself. But now I have returned to my rightful place. I struggle with what to say when I know well that words are not enough to express my gratitude. You saved me from the darkness and guided me back to the light. Thank you, Professor. With all that I am, I thank you.
Do you still wish for revenge, or are you happy?
That is a hard question to answer. I still do not believe I deserve happiness.
That isn't what I asked.
These hands of mine have taken so many lives. Nobles and commoners, adults and children. Perhaps a day will come when I have finally atoned for my sins. But such a day is not possible until after the war is over. But I digress. For tonight, our only focus should be to bask in our victory. After that, we must prepare for our battle with the Empire. To start, we must absorb the Kingdom Knights taken by the Dukedom into our own forces and reshuffle our troops. The Lords will need to help purge our territory of Imperial forces, and I will use my authority as king to gather forces from various regions. And we'll have to ask the merchants to lend us the funds we require. Oh, and we must request delivery of supplies at once.
Oh, that sounds like a lot of work. Good luck with that.
Just thinking about it all makes my head spin. There is much to do, but it is all critical work if we hope to stand a chance against the Empire.
Is there no way to coexist with the Empire? But soon you will face Edelgard.
Yes, I am well aware. I believe we have spoken of this before. Everyone has something they simply cannot accept. As for Edelgard, I am certain she will never be able to accept the Church of Seiros. I believe that is why she seeks to destroy it. She is looking to revolutionize the world, in her mind, for the better. But even if she manages to birth a new world, it would be at the cost of... I wish to end this war through acceptance, not annihilation. Just as my people accepted me, I wish dearly to accept her. But I fear...
Your Highness, I finally found you.
I'm sorry for slipping away. Has something happened?
An express messenger just arrived from the leader of the Alliance. Please, return to the castle at once.
An express messenger? What in the world could Claude be after? I am on my way. Professor, please join me.
I will do that. Or not. Anyway, I'll call that here. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all next time.